Let's now see what happens when governance arrangements are overlooked or are poorly designed. And we will see that from a real-life example, something we were faced some time ago. When we were faced with an institution that had developed its recovery plan mainly through external consultants. The recovery plan then was swiftly approved by the risk committee, by the board of directors, and then was sent to the competent authorities for the review. The feedback that came from the authorities reported some serious deficiencies, especially at the level of lack of adequate recovery options. At some point, we were also expecting some corrective measures to be taken from the management, but the plan remained untouched on the shelf. The problem came some, let's say, 1 year after, when the crisis erupted, and then the institution was suffering massive losses. So it needed to activate the recovery plan. However, most of the options of the recovery plan were unavailable, either because they were worthless or because they were simply not viable anymore. So, in a nutshell, the recovery plan could not be activated exactly at the time when it was mostly needed. This simple example clearly says that important shortcomings were identified. The lack of leadership in designing and approving the recovery plan, lack of adequate processes to ensure the escalation at appropriate level, and also lack in clarity of the action that had to be taken at some point. And we can also see that the governance of the recovery plan is made of a number of elements. The preparation of the recovery plan, the integration within the processes and the organization of the institution, and finally the set of procedures which are needed to escalate the action at the appropriate level.